I bought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, so let's check what is happening on 75 index. Um, okay, so this is it. 75 index on Gabriel and
My question was not really that deep. I just want to clarify my mind about there's something bothering me.
okay,
I'm planning to go for Forex Academy.
go ahead.
So I think maybe I should share the knowledge to hear your opinion.
You want to do what?
I'm planning to go for this Forex Academy,
Mm-hmm.
physical class for one month mentorship.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm planning towards. So I want to know.
You mean a mentor is organizing a physical class and
Yes,
you want to go and join.
yes,
That's a good thing. If you know whoever and you know the venue that is happening and you have the time and the money to pay, it's a good
yes.
thing for you to go have that experience. Okay?
All right.
Yeah. And what I would say is you must know what you're looking for going into that class because you've been learning trading for a while now, and you've been I mean you've had privilege of trading real accounts. You had some how long have you
Meeting.
been trading or
You
learning?
no go see person talk.
How long have you
Uh,
been trading or learning?
No, na
You said how long?
8 months now.
Okay, 8 months. Yeah. So if okay, so I would say if you've never had any formal class or mentorship, then it's a good time for you to do that.
Okay, so
Yeah. I had I signed up for e-economy. I always say that for like 3 months, and then the teachers it was not a physical class, it's just with their system, and you can join live sessions and learn with the resources and materials available, join live classes with different teachers, learn about different markets and all that. So that's where I got to meet a lot of mentors and a lot of people through that, though it was not physical, but the learning and the knowledge that I gained from their system, e-economy system, was enough to give me the basis or the foundation for me to continue from to where I am right now. Okay. So um, that is to say that I paid mentorship. And I also paid $50 to Joe. Um, and I joined his, I think, is it how many months of class that Joe did? Is it 1 month? Yeah, is it 1 month? Oh, yeah, I think it's 1 month or something. I've forgotten. Yeah, it should be 1 month. Um, though I didn't get the time to fully participate in Joe's mentorship. Um, but most because it's the time that he will hold the class will be times that I have lecture and I will not be home and I had to log into the Zoom and be listening. Sometimes I'll be in class and I'll still be following little. I will not be Like, I mean, it was difficult, but I think I got two full classes that I fully participated. I think it was on weekends when he was teaching about indicators and those RSI and the moving average, those settings and all that. And he also had a book that I don't know if I read that book, but I checked a few things about inside. They were all basic things and foundations that things that you could read. But I already had all those knowledge and more, even more insight because the resources that e-economy provided were a lot. Okay, and we were paying. I signed up to a whole lot of services from e-economy, so I was paying a lot every month, like close to $200. Yeah, every month. Um, yeah, so I think those were my experiences with, or have been my experiences with formal class or mentorship. But after a while, I realized that I cannot be only using Proto, like be getting Signal or using, yeah, Manara was all right for me, but I cannot be using, I wanted to understand how the AI or Manara comes about those harmonic patterns, chart patterns, how it frames or calls for those predictions or anticipations, how those experts will analyze the Pluto. I mean, a whole lot of different teachers on US 30. I love so much one of the experts or teachers that trades US 30 live on e-economy. I love him. The way he does the scalp on US 30 at New York session open. I just love it. But I wanted to understand myself. How do they do that? And what makes them get so accurate most times? Okay. So that's where I decided to go into this thing myself and learn it and not depend on anything or anybody. You understand? So that's how I came about. So there has been formal mentorship that I've taken. And so if you are here and you have not taken any formal mentorship or paid anything to be serious about a class for a forest session, it's a good thing for you to do. Okay. Though that might not change everything entirely, but it's a good experience that will help you a lot. Um, so Gabriel, go ahead and do that.
All right, thanks so much, boss.
Yeah, and
I
I
really appreciate
know because most of us don't have that money, that's why we decided to be helping ourselves for free. Okay. Yeah. So go ahead and get that and then bring those ideas to support what we are all doing together here.
All right, boss. I will. Thanks so much.
Perfect. Um, so with that said, who else has a question? Um, who else? Esther, do you have any questions? Salim, do you have another question?
No. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, Esther, what's your question?
It's not really question. That is my job just occupied me this period. I don't even have time to look at the chart and everything. So it's just affecting me.
Okay.
My job, I got a new job.
Oh,
It
what do you
takes
do?
a whole lot of my time.
What do you do
I
now?
work. Eh?
What do you do?
I mean, hello?
I'm listening.
Hello?
I'm listening.
Okay, I work in an office. I work with a private company in Nigeria.
That's fine. That's
I
fine.
just got the job, so the job is taking my time
It's okay.
just for me to be able to raise money. So yeah,
It's okay. So make sure that you do all you need to be doing
so
in that job to get being paid, to keep being paid. That's so important for you raising capital to trade, okay? And to take care of your basic needs. When you do that
yes, sir.
job, when you do those jobs or that job to a point, you'll be able to save something and
Yes.
still be perfecting your skill in the weekend like this, be learning, keep
Yes.
seeing the chart when you close and you are home. Not staying on the trading
Yes.
is actually not supposed to be you being on the chart to be monitoring all the time. No. Okay. So
Mm.
this will give you an opportunity to learn even how to do swing trading with smaller lot size. Let's say V75 0.001 position. You take it on maybe a $5 account, trying to risk,
Okay, sir.
let's say $2 or $2.5 or $3 and just leave it.
Mm.
Okay. You can leave it for the whole week and then target making like $10, something like that. And then whilst you do your work, that will help you a lot to learn how to
Yes,
swing,
sir.
swing trade. Okay, so
Okay.
who else do we have? Salim, do you have any more questions before we
No, sir.
continue? Okay, who else do we have joining? Eve, Evelyn. Evelyn, how are you? Evelyn, Eve, Eve. Hello, Eve. Can you hear us? Eve, can you unmute? Let's hear from you. Okay. So let's get right into VIN 75 index. This is the 24-hour for VIN 25 index. Today I've seen some buy setups. I think I saw a buy setup from from Joe. And then Salim also sent a buy setup. Um, yeah, but let's see um what is happening. So if you all remember, can you all remember when we took this buy? I don't know how many of you took it, but we framed this buy here from down here, this area to here. Okay. That setup, we caught this buy. And why did we take that buy? We took that buy because this previous low here, all-time low, was taken out by this move to the downside, swept it, and after taking that low, price quickly moved up back into the range. And with this momentum, this kind of momentum here, this momentum candle here above this magic support. So what is our magic support? Let me make this a red line. This was a previous point where price had hit on the daily time frame and has bounced to the upside strongly. Look at the move from down here, up to the top here. Okay. And this was the place. So now price retrace or keeps dropping to continue the bearish movement, and then hit the same place which I have as a red line. Okay, hit the same place, but it we get a close below that red line, which means we get an indication below the red line. Okay, so this indication we get below the red line here, this area from the red line coming down here up to this point where the blue line is. That's where it ended. From this indication, we can see that price is telling us that below the red line, price is going to continue going bearish or going to sell. Why? Why is it going to sell below the red line? Because price has bought above the red line. And now price closes with a bearish body below the red line. So what does it mean? It's telling, let me make that yellow. This is the yellow, okay? Below here. It's telling us that anytime we get a bearish close below the red line, we are going to be selling, okay? But after it gives that indication with this bearish, big bearish candle momentum here, it quickly rejected, pushed up. Look at the green candle, one, two, and this middle or second green candle closed above the red line.
So
Then, yes,
I have a question.
yeah, ask it.
The red line that you placed there,
Mhm.
yeah, it is not on the body of the candle.
Is it down here?
Yeah, yes.
Yes, that's because this is the daily time frame.
Okay,
Okay, that's why I put it at where there is this next candle, the third candle came and swept the second candle's low. Where that
okay,
that also touched the red line. So where we have multiple hits from this doji, the doji was on the red line. The third candle that sweep the low of the second candle, liquidity sweep here, also touched the same red line. So we have two touches. Okay, so that
okay.
becomes like a strong area for me, a strong point for me. But the normal thing would be like we want to put it on the body where the body actually took off, like when where the
Yeah.
where it took off. So we can still put a line there, but for this one, I'm putting it here. Okay, so it depends. It depends on what requirement you are going to use, and you keep refining this magic support line as price keep the candles keep printing. Okay, and if I'm to go to 8 hour or maybe 4 hour, let me see 8 hour time frame, we might see that as a let me see, yeah, 8 hour and 4 hour. 8 hour still sees it as doji. Sorry, what's the name? Awake.
Maybe, yeah.
4 hour or 6 hour. Any of the time frames could give it to you as a body. Okay, 4 hours still sees here as awake. Yeah, but if you keep going down, maybe it's 2 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, you might find it as a candle. But that's perfectly fine. We are still within. So okay, so let's say we have two red lines. Okay, because sometimes all of that is important areas that we have to just look at or think of price from those perspectives. So we have two red lines that are important for us. We have the first one and then the second one. Okay. But let's see. Now we see price. So anytime we are, so let me extend it. Anytime we are below both two red lines, is we are going to expect a bearish market. Do you understand? Do you get it now?
Yes, sir.
Good, perfect. So now price hit the blue line, closing below the two red lines, closing below the two red lines. Look at the body of the candle. Okay, see the bearish momentum. Big. From here is bearish. Okay, but when we didn't have the price action here, when we didn't have all this, and we only had the one that moved up, price moved up like this, and this middle candle closed above the red line. It had not closed above the second red line up, but it closed above the first red line. For me, that was the point where I would start to look for buys because we are above. And uh, see, always on that red line, see when price was descending down, see the number of rejections that happen on that red line. I hope you see that. That is to show that that place was a very strong support resistance. Okay, and if you look at it, that was at the left side here. That was where price initially rejected off and bounced to the upside. So this will be my first area where I will buy. I will look for buys if price close above here, and I will target the next support resistance, which it gave us exactly. So we got that trade and it was successful. We made some money in the past, and then once it couldn't go above this area, we stopped looking for buys. So now what do we have now? The only place we can buy or we can be sure of a buy now. Now we have price closing below this red line. We have this body. Okay, see this bearish candle. This is the second indication. The first indication was here. The second indication is, look at the body, the nature of the body of this candle, closing below both red lines. The moment we saw that, we see this next candle that looks like a doji, daily candle doji, went, retested the first red and stopped on the second red line. Never went above. There is no bullish body. Shum, came down, still